Hi, my name is Caroline Hodis, and I'm a product specialist here at EandM. Today, I am joined with Amir Mohtasham, who works with IDEM Safety here in Boise. Amir, can you tell us a little bit about what we have in front of us today?
Absolutely. So this is most of IDEM Safety's EStop offering. We have quite a robust offering of EStop switches, and we wanted to highlight that today.
Cool. Can we start with this one on the far side of closest to me? It says it's the EStop line. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Absolutely. So there's a couple of differentiating factors from IDEM Safety's perspective. An EStop is an EStop, as you all know, and it must supersede all other safety functions once depressed, and then obviously there's a twist or a pull to release. One of the things that separates IDEM is internally on the design. Our safety mechanism is not necessarily dependent on the button itself. So if the button is damaged, it will always fail safe. There's a pressure switch in the back internally that actuates the contact block. And so the safety is really built internal, and so we've had to make a really strong plastic housing for the plastic offering. But that really separates IDEM's offering from anybody else. So we use high quality materials on the button itself. The safety is built on the inside. And then again, there's little things like we could always replace the lid or the contact block on the inside if that were to be damaged. But that's essentially how that EStop works.
So in front of us, we have a robot unit's conveyor demo unit. How would this EStop work in conjunction with the robot unit's conveyor we have in front of us?
Absolutely. So if we look at it from a safety perspective, and you need to have a button on a conveyor, and the run is just too short for a roll pull switch, you just very easily mount it wherever it fits or wherever the operator or the company would want it. You could even bracket it and just have it in front of the conveyor. But they could all wire up, and all the contacts are just dry contacts, so you can use any safety relay and just wire it into the system.
So is this the stainless steel version of the...
Yes, exactly. And so IDEM Safety's offering, what we're known for is an IP69K version of everything. And all of our steel will be 316 steel. So for a food grade environment, the stainless steel models would fit great, right? So we have the same form factor from the ESP to the ESSS. This is a mirrored polished finish, so it just shows really well. Functionally, it is the same as its plastic brother. And so if you need to wash it down, we would obviously recommend using the stainless steel version. And then the beauty of that is you don't have to Frankenstein a solution where you're using somebody's EStop button, somebody else's enclosure, and then somebody else's cord grip. So we offer it all in one, so it's all tested, so it's all IP69K together. That is a huge benefit of using IDEM.
Going back to talking about the system, so it's easy to implement, say, just one of these into an already existing safety system?
Exactly. Whether you have an EStop or not, the wiring is really straightforward and simple, and it could just fit right into the system.
And if a customer already has a safety relay, they can use that with the EStop right in front of us?
Exactly. Yep, any one of them.
So next, let's talk about this this one that has a little indicator light on that. What makes this different from the first two models that we just talked about?
Exactly, and you hit it on the heavy duty indicator model on this one. So really, these guys operate the exact same. It's just if you wanted an LED option, we would use the ESL-SS. And so the beauty of our LED is it's visible from a few hundred feet out. So however it's sitting, if you're walking from one direction or the other, just depends on how you'd want to mount it. It's very easily visible. And as a standard, it'll be steady green and flash red if somebody has depressed it until, obviously they release it. But yeah, it could mount any which way. If you wanted an LED, you would use this one. There's also shroud or lockout options for each one of these. And so if that was a requirement for your environment, you could have that as well with any one of these EStops.
Great. And then finally, this last one looks the fanciest out of all of them. What makes that one different from the first three?
Yeah, that's a great question. So let's get a nice view of this one. So this is our new ESL-SS-WR. It's sort of an improved version of this one. And so the difference here, we've added a few features, and one of them is there's no flat surfaces, as you could tell, right? So for washdown environments, that's obviously really important because the chemicals or the water will just roll right off. There's an option for a rubber seal in the back with 4 cylinders. So if you wanted to mount it up any which direction, but wanted to spray down behind it or wash down behind it, you can do so easily. That's an option, you don't have to do that. And another beauty of this one is the plastic button is actually metal impregnated. So it's X-ray detectable. So for food environments, that's a huge deal where they could see where if there's damage and they could just hone in on a certain section of the meat on the conveyor that is obviously got a little bit of plastic in it and just get rid of that versus ditching the whole line.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, we're really excited about this product. There's really nothing like it on the market.
Again, so let's reiterate what makes IDEM different from other EStops that are out there. What does make IDEM unique?
Yep. So we have our IDEM offers obviously a stainless steel version of everything. You get an all-in-one type of solution with the housing, the EStop, and the cord grip. On top of that, our safety is not dependent on the button itself, right? It's kind of built in with the pressure switch on the back and the contact block, so it'll always fail safe. And we have obviously LED options available, whether you wanted a very simple plastic housing option or a very high spec stainless steel IP69K 316 version. So we've got the full gamut, and also we have OSSD options available as well, where if maybe you're running a SIP safe or you wanted to plug them into an IO block, it's just plug and play, very easy to do.
Well, thank you for being here today with me, Amir.
No problems. Great to spend time with you guys.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. You can contact me if you have any questions with the information listed.